Hello and welcome to the Football for Kids podcast with me, Darren Rees. It's time for another Kids versus Adults episode. Who will win this time round? Will it be the kid or will it be the adult? It's all to play for because the loser has to do a forfeit chosen by the person they are playing against. In this Kids vs Adults episode, it's Theo versus his mum, Victoria. Let's see how they get on.
There we go.
Gus, how are we doing, okay?
Good. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Very nice to meet you both. How are you, okay?
Good.
Yeah, we're excited to meet you.
Good. I'm excited to meet you too. I'm excited to record this.
My name's Theo.
Theo, okay, we'll call you Theo then. And how old are you, Theo?
7.
You're 7.
Next month is my birthday.
Is it? Blimey,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to give you a shout out on the podcast then, aren't we, eh? And who are you gonna be playing against today?
My mum, Victoria.
Your mum, Victoria. Good start. Are you gonna win?
Probably.
Yes. Oh.
Probably. Oh, okay. So, Theo, if you win, what is the forfeit?
She has to buy the invincible card and the golden baller.
Wow, that's a good one. That is. And Victoria, what if you win? Have you thought about a forfeit for Theo?
Yes, so if I win, I'm going to make him run up and down the garden whilst I'm armed with a water gun.
For 5 laps.
Yeah,
Whoa, have you got a big garden? That's the question.
big enough.
It's long, but and a little bit wide.
Yeah.
Is it? Blimey. Okay, so you're both going to want to win because it sounds like the forfeits could be good. All right. Before we get going, is there any shout-outs you want to do for any of your teammates? Have you got a football team? Go on, go for it.
I want to shout out for my mates for my football club, Donington.
Donington.
Yeah,
Great
our
stuff.
nickname is the Foxes.
The Foxes. Like it. Like Leicester. Excellent. Are you the Jamie Vardy of the team?
No, I normally play in goal.
Do you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, every team needs a good goalkeeper. Good for you. I am going to have 5 questions for you each. You've already listened to the other episodes. You kind of know how this works. No matter what the score is, we'll go through 5 questions each regardless. If it gets to 5 questions each and it's a draw, then we'll go to sudden death. Okay?
I know what it means. The
Go
next
on.
person, whoever gets wrong, and then the person gets right, wins.
That's it. It's like a penalty shootout, basically. There have been a couple of scenarios on Kids versus Adults where the sudden deaths have gone on for so long that we've had to take away the multiple choice just to try and end the quiz. So we might get there with you. We'll see how the football knowledge is. All right? Okay, Theo, I think you're going to want to go first, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready? Are you steady?
Yeah.
Right. Your first question is: Manchester City player Kyle Walker plays where for his country, England? Is it A, in defence? Is it B, in midfield? Or is it C, up front as a striker?
A, defence.
A, defence. Good, because that is the correct answer. Right, Victoria. Are you ready for your first question?
I hope so.
What's your football knowledge like?
Well, Theo picked me because he thought Dad would know too much.
Good. I like your thinking. Very good indeed. Your question is, your first question. Only 2 English teams in history have won the treble, which means winning the Premier League, the FA Cup and the Champions League. But who are those 2 teams? Is it A, Manchester City and Liverpool? Is it B, Manchester United and Chelsea? Or is it C, Manchester City and Manchester United?
I think it's A.
You think it's A, Manchester City and Liverpool?
Yeah.
I'm afraid that's incorrect. It's C, Manchester City and Manchester United. So, after 2 questions, it's still 1-0. Okay? Theo, your second question. Brighton Football Club play in the Premier League and are known as the Seagulls. But what is their stadium known as today? Is it A, the Amex Stadium? Is it B, the Seagull Stadium? Or is it C, the Pia Stadium?
Amex.
A, Amex. Are you sure?
Yeah.
His football knowledge is through the roof because it's correct. Theo, it's 2-0 to you, and it's your mum Victoria's second question. Cool, it's a difficult one as well.
Oh, man.
Serie A is the name of the Italian top division. But who won it last season? Was it A, Napoli, B, Inter Milan, or was it C, Juventus?
I think it was C.
C, Juventus is incorrect. It was A, Napoli, for the third time in history. Okay. Theo, your third question. Can you make it 3-0? Roy Hodgson has recently parted ways with Crystal Palace Football Club. But how many times has he been the club's manager? Is it A, once, B, twice, or C, 3 times?
B.
B, twice is correct.
3-0.
Oh, dear.
3-0. He is knocking it out of the park. Victoria, your third question is, which of these teams has won the most European Cups, aka Champions Leagues? Is it A, Real Madrid? Is it B, Liverpool? Or is it C, Barcelona?
Is it C?
C, Barcelona is incorrect.
Oh, dear.
It's A, Real Madrid. Did you know that one, Theo?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you did. Of course you did. Get in there. Right, your fourth question. Football manager Thomas Tuchel currently manages Bayern Munich. Before he managed Bayern Munich, he managed Chelsea. But before he managed Chelsea, who did he manage? Is it A, Arsenal, B, PSG, or is it C, Barcelona? Tough one, that.
I think it's C.
C, Barcelona. Can he make it 4-0? No, it's incorrect. It was B, PSG. Don't worry about getting that one wrong. You've done so well. Okay, Victoria, your fourth question. Mo Salah has become one of the greatest players Liverpool Football Club has ever seen. But what number does he wear on the back of his Liverpool top? Is it A, 9, B, 10, or C, 11?
Looking at Theo, seeing if you can give me the answer. Is it A, 9?
A, 9 is incorrect. It was C, 11.
I knew it.
Right, okay, they're your fifth question. And no pressure because you've already won, all right? Fifth question. England manager Gareth Southgate played for 3 clubs in his playing career. Middlesbrough, Crystal Palace, and which other team? Was it A, West Brom? Was it B, Aston Villa? Or was it C, Tottenham?
Was it C?
C, Tottenham is incorrect. It was B, Aston Villa. Okay, Victoria, your fifth and final question. Which of these retired players holds the record for the most amount of assists in the Premier League? Is it A, Ryan Giggs? Is it B, Wayne Rooney? Or is it C, Cesc Fabregas?
Is it A?
A, Ryan Giggs is correct.
Oh, finally.
You got there in the end.
1 point.
So that finishes
3-1 me.
3-1 to you, Theo. Just remind us what the forfeit is.
The invisible card and a golden border.
And how do you feel about that?
Victory tastes good.
And Victoria, what's it like to be beaten by your son in a football quiz?
I knew he'd know his stuff, but I thought I'd do a bit better than I did.
Well, there were some tough questions in there. I think you both did well. And your knowledge is really, really good, Theo. Well done to you.
Well, she doesn't have much knowledge.
No, clearly not.
Hey, sometimes the questions just don't fall in your favour, and that might have been the case this time round. Now, before we say goodbye, is there anything else you want to ask me? Is there any episode requests? Anything that you might have forgotten that you want to shout out now? Go for it.
Sure.
Can you actually do an episode on the season where Arsenal went invincible?
You know what? I've done an episode on this, but that's a lie, actually. I've covered this. It was an episode called The Best, the Worst, and the Greatest Comeback. And it was about the best season ever, which was when Arsenal were unbeaten. And then there was Derby season where they only got 11 points. And then it was Leicester's season when everybody said they were going to be relegated and they came back to come back and stay in the Premier League. So if you find that one, it's covered in that. But if you think of any others, get your mum or dad to... Oh, go on. Yeah, go on.
Dennis Bergkamp.
Oh, what a player.
Pereiras.
Yes. Any more?
No.
We like the classics. All right, brilliant. Well, we'll leave it there. Well, thank you both for your time. And well done, Theo. You are the winner of this Kids versus Adults. And make sure you look out for the next episode of Football for Kids. Well, a massive well done to Theo, who beat his mum Victoria 3-1 in this episode of Kids versus Adults. Although Victoria only got one question correct, I've got to say that she did have some really tough questions. So well done to you, Victoria, as well. Now, since releasing Kids vs. Adults on the podcast, I have had hundreds and hundreds of requests to come on the next series, and it's great to know that people have been enjoying it so much. The applications for the next round will be in May this year, and then recording will go ahead in June. So keep your ears and eyes open for when the applications go live. And before we go, please do make sure that you've hit the follow or subscribe button wherever you listen to the podcast. And remember, if you know someone who loves football just as much as you do, then please tell them about Football for Kids. And whether you're playing football soon, watching it on the telly or pitch side, I hope that you enjoy the game. See you next time.